kids talk to the media? Do you think that's important for them to have that experience?
I do. I think the ones that know how. I think that's another thing that we as coaches got to help our guys and teach them how to do it. I think once we teach them how to do it, I think it's really good.
What was the media like in Western Kentucky when you were going through? Was it anything like what you're staring at right now?
Nah. We didn't have. All we had was cameras. For the most part.
Just a few people, maybe 4 or 5?
Yeah, there's a couple. We didn't have social media, so we didn't have. I don't know if we had message board back then or not. Any of those things. So it's no different.
It's pretty daunting though for maybe a 20-year-old kid to face questions like that.
Yeah, it looked like you guys get ready to attack me, But I'm sure for those guys, especially guys that's not accustomed to doing it every single day, it's different for them, But they want to be pros one day. They play at big time school. It's part of it.
Opening the locker room is part of that too, being in the pros.
Yeah, that's the pros.
How much time do you give the Garnet and Gold teams to individually kind of work in game plan and have that time as teams?
They get about 45 minutes. They got 45 minutes yesterday, and they get another 45 minutes today. And it should be enough for running the plays we've been running all spring, so shouldn't be too much more that they need.
How do you divide up the coaches for this game?
Well, we picked a name out of a hat to see who's going to be the head coaches, and then once we do that, then I divide the coaches up and try to make it fair, and the head coaches decide who's going to coordinate and those things.
Anything on the line? Does the winning team get steak, losers get hot dogs?
Yeah, the winners get steak, the losers get hot dogs, and the losers got to serve. They put an apron on it and serve. I'm gonna win.
Either way, right?
Have you had a chance to go out and see kind of the throwback end zones and stuff out on the field yet?
I see it as soon as I walk in my office. It's pretty neat. Just seeing them paint the field, gets you fired up, ready to go play. It's really, really nice to look out there, and the grass is just in perfect shape. And then once they finish painting, you can tell they put the numbers down, the hash marks, and it's like, yeah, it's game time now.
Do you get the sense from the guys too? I mean, are they chomping at the bit to get out there on Saturday?
Yeah. I mean, as guys come around the office, you can tell. I think a lot of guys decided they have their family coming in town and just really ready to get back out there and play in front of our fans.
Well, you've been in the stadium a couple times, I'm sure, with recruits visiting and stuff.
Oh,
being inside the stadium with recruits visiting, you're walking through. What's it like being in there for you? And I guess, what do you think Saturday's going to be like?
It's always nice to walk in there and just and look around and get to see some of the retired jerseys up there. And usually when I'm walking in there, we had the chant going, and so that's never that planned. You just get goosebumps and ready to go, but to see the smile and the excitement on the recruits' face says a lot, and I'm sure it comes to Saturday. It's gonna be game-like, and this time going out there with the stands, there's people in the stands. It's game time. You gotta show up and show out.
Big flag football game too. Who would your top pick be?
That's a great question. I got to see these guys. I'm gonna see a lot of these guys tomorrow, and I can tell you that once I see how these guys move around a little bit. I tell you who the top. It depends. Most recent guys probably.
As far as expectations for Saturday, how much is it wanting to see guys compete as opposed to how much they've retained so far during this spring?
It's always going to be about competition. You want the guys to go out and compete every time they line up, every practice, every time they got a chance to play football or go against a guy in front of them, whether it's a teammate or opponent. You want to see those guys compete, and we always going to look for that, but we still evaluating our guys too. And I think retaining is always important, because you can't compete if you can't retain what we're trying to get you to do, or it don't work that way. So we're looking for it all.
We saw the video yesterday of the equipment manager getting scholarship. What's it
That's
mean to be
big
able to
time.
recognize them for that moment, and for Jameis to be willing to do something like
Well,
that?
that's big time. I mean, that just shows you the kind of person James is, and I'm sure for that kid it was big time for him. Didn't know that was coming, but but it shows the rest of them to work really hard. You never know who's watching, and when you work, sometimes you get paid for what you do, and it paid off for that young man, and that was great, and that was big time by Jameis to be able to do that.
All right.